Some students go to uni purely to put their head down and get their degree, while others take copious amounts of substances varying in legality. Some sleep around but seem so innocent, while others get a handy once and never shut the fuck up about it.
That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
What do they all have in common? They all go to university or college and end up in an insane amount of debt. Some will cherish those experiences, but some will just think of it as a waste of time and money. What is it like to be at university? And should you go to university? I'm going to answer all of these questions in this video and more. So let's go. You move into your university dorm and your mum kisses you goodbye and your dad gives you a good luck thumbs up, and they leave you with the household things you need to get by, your random childhood posters and enough food for 2 days. And now, you're alone. You don't know where anything is or who anyone is. A fresh start. Freshers Week is right around the corner, with everyone new going and being super hyped with lots of events where you meet so many people who you ask the same questions to over and over. Hey, what's your name?
What are you studying?
Hey, where are you from?
Which building are you staying in?
Oh, so what you studying?
Which building are you staying in?
Oh, which building do you...
Where are you from? Hey,
stay
what's your
in?
name?
And maybe you'll remember some of it in a month, if you are lucky, or unlucky depending on how it goes. I think one of the make or break things about college is having good friends. And I think that lots of people make the mistake of being stuck and hanging out with their housemates, and just being stuck in the, I'm around these people, so I should be friends with them mentality.
Even if you get good housemates, you should try and make friends who align more with your personality and interests.
And that leads us on to... In the UK, we don't have insane frats and sororities like in the USA, but we do have clubs and sports, which we call societies. And here you'll find people who have something in common with you, and potentially could be your friends of choice. Doing activities and collaborating with these people will increase your social connection stat with them. But if you're into sports, don't worry, there are lots of different societies and clubs you can get into. For example, salsa, knitting, esports, gardening, rock climbing, Taylor Swift Society, Mathematics Society, Chess Society, Malaysia Society, India Society, Reggae Society. Genuinely, the list of societies that could exist is insane. If I listed like all of them, this video would not end.
Sometimes you don't even need to like the activity or be part of that group, but just like the people.
A lot of them are just very inclusive, so you might have never played like ice hockey before, but they'll still urge you to come with them. I think that in first year you should go to as many societies as humanly possible and then narrow down a list depending on how you feel. The more exposure, the better. One of the reasons people look back on university negatively is because they had very few experiences. I think that along with the group of people that you hang out with, what you do and experience is a big part of it. If you do more things and meet more people, you are likely to get more exposure and gain the esteemed dad lore. One time, a group of my friends and I broke into a huge lecture theatre with a massive projector and watched our favourite movies like it was our own cinema. But then halfway through, like literally at the climax of the movie, a security guard came in and we had to use our level 100 speech and charisma to convince him that, oh, we're the film watching society and we're allowed to be here. And he let us continue the movie. But fun stories, who you hung out with, late night chats, hype adventures and crazy nights are what you look back on. But what is the day-to-day like? And to be honest with you, it low-key sucks, not gonna lie. You still have to manage to do all of your classes and assignments, but it's probably your first time being an adult as well, who actually has to cook.
That's what good pussy sounds like.
Clean, shower, get groceries, do laundry, and make your bed all the damn time. But that's not really a university problem. That's an adult problem. The pros are that generally, apart from that, you don't have any real responsibilities, apart from classes. And as long as you do the assignments, the classes realistically are quite optional. So you do have ultimate freedom. You could literally do anything. Phineas and Ferb style. But there is one drawback. You will be broke. You are broke. Like £20 a week on food broke. You've got to budget and scrounge for what you can if you don't have a job. You learn truly the limits of how desperate a desperation meal can get when you're hungry, and you just don't have the capacity to get more food. But to be fair, in some cases it is entirely self-inflicted. I see motherfuckers drop $250 on new AirPods and then ask if they can borrow my milk and cereal for breakfast.
Can a nigga borrow a french fry?
Usually, at a normal function, if you order pizza at a friend's, you would order enough for everyone, or at least ask if they want to share. But at college, there's like a mutual understanding that you can share drinks, vapes, dishes, toothpaste, but food is off the table. That shit is personal unless you worked out some backroom dealing beforehand. One of the reasons or copes for people to go to university is to try and get a higher education, or to try and get access to higher paying jobs. But I mean, if everyone gets a degree, it's like no one has one.
And when everyone's super, no one will be.
But one of the real reasons people go is because you don't really know what else to do. School's ended, and you got no money. All of your friends are going all over the country, and you don't really want to just work at a random place. You might as well just go. The debt doesn't really occur to you, and here in the UK, you're paying 60k for 3 years of just existing. So it's not too bad, but to be honest, what kills you is the interest rate, which makes it impossible to pay back unless you make a lot of money. And then they forgive it anyway if you can't pay it back, so is it really an issue? That being said, from 18 to 21 are quite formative years, no matter what you're doing. You can definitely find yourself and really start to understand what life's about and what you want yours to be about. You make mistakes, and you meet different kinds of people from different places who have different ways of thinking. And some will leave you thinking, damn, they really do let anyone willing to pay into this place. Ultimately, for the reason of getting a high-paying job, there is less and less reason to go to university unless you have a specific career like a doctor or engineer in mind. It makes more sense to go get an apprenticeship or just get an intern experience. But stop using that as an excuse. If you want to go to get a fresh start or make some new friends or just have a good experience, it is damn expensive, but if that's what you want, it's your life. And go live it. Hey, if you made it to the end of the video, I just want to say thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. You might as well hit that subscribe button because you made it to the end of the video. I doubt anyone else really made it this far. But this video took me about a week to make and it was quite fun. The hardest part was finding all the assets, bro. It takes so long to think about what things to put there. But I've made this kind of video before and I just was not good at it, but this time I think I did well. Yeah, hopefully I'll put out another video in a week, or maybe faster than that if I can muster up the ability to make it any faster. But hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye.